up, my fellow budget travelers? In today's video, I'm going to show you all of my souvenirs. I love watching souvenir videos because it kind of gives you an idea just exactly how much to budget for your trip. And it kind of gives me an idea of like what I'm interested in getting. So for example, like this bag, I saw that they had really cool bags in Greece. I was thinking of something for like a beach bag, but everywhere I was looking in Greece, it was like $50 and I didn't really want to spend that much. Actually, it's 50 euros, not $50. So it's 50 euros. And in Rhodes, I found this bag for $18. So I would say if you guys are looking to shop in Greece, Rhodes has the best sales that I could find across the Greek islands that I went to, because those deals were really good. Like jewelry was very affordable, bags were affordable, shirts were affordable. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys everything that I got from my travels from Budapest, Portugal, all over the place, Turkey, Greece. But I'll start with Greece because that one is what you guys came for, so let's start there. We've got this sweatshirt that I got in Mykonos. It's a crew neck, which I really like, the zipper and everything, and it's also embroidered. So this was, of course, expensive. This one was about 45 to 50 euros. I forget exactly, but it was up there. I love all the bags. That's part of my favorite part of shopping for souvenirs, just seeing all the little bags that you get. So these were some magnets. As you guys know, I love my magnets. As you can see, I've got magnets all over my room. So these were for Patmos. So we've got a little cat because the cats are all over Patmos. And then this was a little sunset, which I liked. It's very Patmos, so I really like that. And these were about 2 euros each. Oh, this was actually a really random good sale that I found. Unfortunately, it was only men's clothes, but some of my coworkers had asked for shirts. So I found this awesome sale rack. It was only 5 euros for a shirt, but of course they were men's large and extra large, extra large. So I couldn't get anything for myself, but I got some $5 shirts for my coworkers. I just really love the colors. The colors were so cool. So I got that one. I thought this one was really fun because it's got like the Greek writing. And you wanted something that said Greece on it. And most things in Athens that I could find, they all said Athens on it. And that was in Athens on that main street that is right off of the Acropolis. Oh, here's the earrings. These I also got in Athens, so I got some really cute earrings over there. So these ones were $10. Sorry, 10 euros. I need to get used to saying that. These ones were also 10 euros. I actually haggled for them. I think originally they were 15 euros a piece, but he gave me 2 for 10. And then these ones were $18. And these are my favorite. They're super blue. I don't know if you can really see them, but I'm putting these in because I love these earrings. And then while I was in Rhodes, I found a really cool bracelet. There's a lot of evil eyes all over Turkey and Greece, but I didn't really find one that caught my eye. Sounds stupid me saying that, but I didn't see one that really spoke to me. And then I found this bracelet, which I am obsessed with. I got one for my friend as well. So these were 10 euros and it's got 3 evil eyes on it. Let me get in focus there. And it's also got one of these clasps that you just slide up and down. So it's really easy to adjust by yourself. I hate when you're trying to put on a bracelet and you have to try and like get the clasps done. So that was a really good buy. And again, only 10 euros. I thought that was really affordable. Next up in our little bag, I got an Athens magnet. This was 2 euros. Oh, I forgot about this. I got an Olympic torch. They had big ones that were all over the place, but they were like 10 euros, 20 euros, and I was like, I don't need it that bad, but this was only 3 euros. It's a magnet. I think that's why. This was real iron, so I thought that was really cool. It's a little horse. I have a thing for horses, and I always thought iron was really cool. So this was 7 euros and 50 cents. I don't know if that's how you say it. How do you say €7.50? Anyways. And that was all in Athens, except for the bracelet. The bracelet was in Rhodes. Sorry, I'm kind of doing a hodgepodge because I just threw all the souvenirs back in my bag so that I could go through them. I didn't really organize them well. I'll do that in a post for you guys so you can see where I got from everything. But this was also from Athens. It's a white t-shirt. You could see I wore it a lot. This was kind of my like go-to t-shirt for the trip. This was €18 in Athens. And it took me forever to find that like women's baseball cut. Everything wants to be a t-shirt and I hate t-shirts. I really wanted a women's baseball cut, so I'm happy I found that. And then here we are in Rhodes. Some of them were 50 cents. So I would say 50 cents, 70 cents, and €1 were the most common postcards in Rhodes. Again, best shopping spot. Oh, it even says Rhodes on the bag. What are these? I don't even remember what these are. Aw, he wrapped the magnets. That's cute. So donkeys are really popular in Greece. You can take a donkey in Santorini to get up those 300 stairs or however many stairs there are. Otherwise, you could take a cable car. Cable car is only like €10, I think. Oh, here's another of the bracelets that I got. So that's the one I got from my friend. It's kind of like Christmas because you start buying stuff and then you forget what you bought. Oh, another magnet. And this was €1 in Rhodes. Rhodes is like a medieval town. So there's a lot of like medieval stuff all over the place. That was really fun. It's basically walking through an old castle. Oh, I got this in Rhodes. It was only €10. This is a cute little tank top. As you can see, it's been worn also. Needs a wash. I was born in Greece. Okay, this one I think is Athens again. These postcards were all €1, and then these were $3. No, this was €5. Just a deck of playing cards for my dad. Aw. This was €2. It's all the Greek gods. Another magnet. And then I got these cute little coins for my little cousins because they said to look for treasure while I was over there. So these were €2 each. They all have kind of little, they're pretty cool. Oh, obviously this one was Santorini. The bag says Santorini on it. These were all 50 cents. No, 50 cent euros. I don't know how to say that, sorry. So there's a bunch of postcards. Sometimes I like to get postcards for myself because the photo is way better than any photo that I could ever take. So to put into like, this is exactly what it looked like there. So for me to get that photo is impossible, you know, because those areas are so overrun by people trying to take artistic photos and all that stuff for Instagram. So sometimes I just get the postcard to be like, oh, I was there and that's what it looked like and this is what it looks like without any of the tourists. Then I got a donkey. I thought he was really cute. And he was €6.90. Oh, he's so cute. You know, it's like you buy stuff and it looks cute in the store, but then you bring it home and it's like, oh, you're mine now. And then this was a Santorini magnet. This was €3. Oh, this was in Crete. We went to the beaches in Crete, so a lot of these were too far away. So I got this to remind myself next time I'm in Crete, I need to go to like Elephantini Beach and stuff like that. We did find a really pretty beach there close by to where we were dropped off at the port, but most of these beaches were like 3 hours away, so we didn't have time to go there on our port date because we only had 5 hours in Crete. So that was more like I said, for memory to go back there. Ooh, these, okay guys, you're gonna see these all over Greece. And unfortunately, everyone is selling them for $50. So then I found one for $30 and I was like, you know what, should I buy it? Should I not get it? But I was like, it's okay. I'd rather just, you know, maybe get one, but it was really thick. The quality was really thick too. So it was like the same design, but it was a different kind of shirt. And then when I was in Rhodes, surprise, surprise, I found them for 24.90 euros. And check out how cool this is. It's called Greek Collection. And it's just like a really nice linen material, where a lot of them were like thick, if that makes sense. These were really thin. They're more feminine. They are men's shirts, so I just got a small, but they look really cute on. I wore this one a lot. I really like this design. So I wore this throughout the trip. Then in Mykonos, I got some souvenirs for my coworkers. So I thought these coasters were really fun. That tends to be my thing for coworkers anymore because, I don't know, it's fun to have a coaster. I feel like magnets are different. If you haven't been there, they don't mean as much, you know what I mean? It's something different, and when you have them around the house, they're like a fun conversation piece. They're like affordable and they fit in your bag really easy. I could have taken them out of the packaging. These were 7 euros a piece and you get 6. I feel like magnets only mean something to me when I've been there, because you're looking on the fridge or wherever you put them and it's like, oh yeah, I was there. That's a reminder I was there. When someone just gives you a magnet, it's like, oh, cool magnet. But I don't know if you guys agree or not. Let me know in the comments what you guys buy for your coworkers, especially if you're buying for like 30 people at the same time. What would you get for them? Sometimes I get chocolate also, but all of the chocolate in Greece was so fresh, it like legit melts as soon as you touch it. So I was like, there's no way that's gonna last in my luggage. So candy was not really an option. So I was like, this is something fun and different. For the next one, this is also from Mykonos. Got this for my mom. It's like a notepad to take notes on. I got this for myself because I did so much stuff that I need to write it all down so I remember everything I did, because we were like all over the place. Probably a magnet, I would guess. Oh, it's the pelican, the Mykonos pelican. I thought he's so cool. If you guys don't know, there's a famous pelican in Mykonos. Actually, he was on this. He was on one of these coasters somewhere. Aw. And then I got my Mykonos magnet with the cat on it. There's cats all over Greece, so I really wanted to get some cats on some magnets, because there's one cat that even posed for my video. It was really cute. It was just walking beside me and just hanging out with me for a while. I didn't have food or anything. It just was like, hey, let's hang out. So I see why people are so obsessed with the cats in Greece. Those were all the Greece souvenirs, so that kind of gives you an idea. So in Turkey, I got a magnet that I was in Turkey. We had a stop there as part of the excursion on the cruise, and it was Kousadesi. And we also went to the city of Ephesus. And I got some cool postcards there. So the postcards were €1. Most of the magnets were €2. Also, while we were in Turkey, oh, look at the bag, by the way. Also, while we were in Turkey, we went to the House of the Virgin Mary as part of our excursion. So while I was there, I got some icons. The postcards were €1. These were €7. and it's like this, and then the doors open up and it's like a little stand with the icon of the Virgin Mary on it. So I thought that was really cute. And then they also had holy water vials, which I didn't realize had water in them until I was packing, and I was like, oh, I have to put this in a Ziploc bag. So I got this for our priest at our church, little holy water. You see there's water in there. It's just cute, little souvenir. And you know, you can't bring a lot of liquids on your luggage because I had a carry-on in a backpack, so. And then we have Budapest. I got my sister a little paprika holder. This was €2. So paprika is really big in Budapest and it's really spicy. They use it for spice as well, and I kept smothering it on everything. And then I got this cool magnet. And then the magnet was €2 also, and then these were €1. And then we'll move on to Portugal. I got my mom this little ashtray. I just thought it was really cute. This was €5. But this is a lot like Lisbon. You're gonna see this beautiful decoration all over the place there. So that's kind of gives you an example. These were €1. But it's super decorated. This is a magnet. So you'll see these tiles all over Lisbon. It's really beautiful. Also, why do we call it Lisbon? Because it's literally named Lisboa. So why do we call it Lisbon in America? I don't understand. Oh, and in Lisbon, in Lisboa, they actually have a huge statue of Jesus. So I got more holy water. This one's for me. It's got a little rose cap, which I thought was really cute. And then that's the statue. Because I was like, oh, I should have gotten some holy water from the Virgin Mary, but I was like, nah. And then when I was in Lisboa, I was like, oh, this one's really cool. It has the rose cap, so I was like, let's get that one. This is just a random print bag. And I got these little chickens at the airport. Again, they're big on the tiles and the decoration, so I just thought these guys were so cute. I started with one, and I was like, one looks lonely. And then I was like, two was okay, but then I saw the blue one. I was like, I want that one. There's a green one also, and I was like, all right, Emily, you don't need this many. They were all €3 each. And the holy water was €3. Then moving on to ALLLL, this is where we went. It was like a little surfer town. So I got my surfboard magnets. That was €2, I think. And then these were 70 cents postcards. And then this guy was $10, kind of like a crop tee. And it says, this sign was pretty popular in that area. It says all the neighboring surfer towns, I think. I don't really know. I just bought it because it looked cool. And then this I got from my sister. She asked me for a heating plate from Greece, but I didn't really find any that caught my eye. They were all kind of like commercial, like you could probably find it here in the US as well. It was one of those like around the world kind of things. But in Portugal, they had their tiles everywhere. And Portugal is big for importing cork as well. So she got the cork and the tile, and the guy at the store was even showing me how Portuguese tile does not scratch. And it can also take a lot of heat, where the made in China ones, they scratch really easy. So make sure it doesn't say made in China, make sure it says made in Portugal on it. And there I got postcards. These were 50 cents. The bookmarks were €1, but I really like all the tiles. Oh, and then I got a little sardine pen for my dad. These were €3. Oh, his tail fell off. There's the tail. I also got him some clippers, say Portugal on it. Just a fun little thing, €3. And, oh, I forgot I got this. And then I got myself a little tiled sardine. Sardines are really big in Portugal as well. Aw, yay. And I think that's everything. I may have missed a magnet here or there. We'll find it. But so generally speaking, just to run it back, postcards are going to cost you around 50 cents to €2. Magnets are going to cost you around €1 to €3. Then little guys like this, you know, little like trinkets and stuff, is going to be around 5 to 7, I would say. Maybe some of them are 3. So I would say about €3 to €7 for like a trinket like this, or, you know, like this guy. And then shirts are going to be mostly, again, that one deal that I found for €5. That was the only time I ever saw that. And again, it was all like men's larger shirts. Speaking of like t-shirts and baseball cut t-shirts kind of thing, are going to cost you around €10 to about €25. Sweatshirts, generally speaking, I got this one for €30 and this one went up to €50. And of course, everything goes higher than that. So you're gonna find all the different price ranges. But if you're looking for that budget deal, keep your eye out for these prices that I said here, because they are around. They just might be on a different island like Rhodes, or they might be in a different part of town that's not in the touristy area like the Acropolis. But if you see something and you're like, oh, that seems like a really good deal, now you kind of have an idea if it is or not, because a lot of the times it's higher in the touristy areas. And remember, you can always haggle, but sometimes you're just too tired. I was too tired to haggle. I just bought stuff for face value. And it is what it is. But if you want to haggle, go ahead and feel free to do it, because Greece is definitely like a haggle country. You can haggle away and have fun. I'll add it all up and see how much I actually spent this trip, so you kind of have an idea of total what I spent on souvenirs. And again, some of them are for other people, some of them are for me, and it's just a mix of things, and that'll give you guys an idea of how much to budget for vacation in Greece, Portugal, Budapest, wherever you're going. So I hope this video helps. If you like it, hit that like so other people can find me in the algorithm. Otherwise, I'm gonna be doing a 5 hours in each port kind of series, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be coming up as soon as I edit those videos, so stay tuned. And if you're looking for other budget inspo, I shop Shein all the time. I have other unpacking videos to kind of give you an idea of how to pack and what to pack for vacation, and different ideas for the kinds of things you'll need at like a resort or going to New York versus going to Vegas kind of thing. So check out those videos in this playlist here, and I'll see you over there.